I really wanted to interview you for several reasons. One is, to me, you're the Bod Garage champion. We've been working on this company and building it for almost 3 years now. And I'm not really sure where you found us. Was it on Facebook?
I'm going to go with yeah, because I think that's how I initially contacted you, was through Instant Messenger on Facebook.
How old were you when you came on the program?
So I was 50 when I talked to you in like late November, and then I officially started January, which my birthday is like the 7th. So it was like just a few days before 51.
Yeah. I think you were somewhat hesitant to come on the program.
I probably was, yes.
I think Allie even said something to me 2 or 3 times, like, he is really checking you out. And I'm glad that you did. What was it that made you eventually just say, okay, I'm going to give these guys a shot?
I've been lifting, and I'm a teacher, so I'm always around athletes and coaching. And so I think I was always looking for something that could get me to where I wanted to be, because I couldn't find, something that I could follow, I guess, that made me seem like things were going to go to where I wanted to go to. To me, at that point, when I met you, it was, I follow this person on the internet. I follow this person on the internet. You find out that these people, for me personally, were, they would take supplements that maybe supplements I wouldn't take, or just doing extreme things. So everything was, at that time in my mind, was, you got to do keto to get thin. You can't eat for, 16 hours. So I dabbled in that for, maybe a week or two each. Nothing really changed. And so by the time I was talking to you, it was, you nailing me, really well. I'm that way. I ask many, many questions. I don't trust very easily. And that comes across, because I don't like to be scammed, and I don't like to have people tell me that, the world is beautiful, and find out that, it's just a ploy. I really wanted, I guess, personally, to find something that was beyond just lifting. So I'm in the gym all the time. I can lift whenever I want, and I have been for, since I've been young, but never looked like I wanted to. Your plan of just, hitting the nutrition markers, the macros, and even having that one cheat meal, it did its trick. I'm so glad that it was the answer. I looked at my numbers again today when I got ready to talk to you, and within 2.5 months, I was almost 17 pounds down, and it was all about just eating, honestly.
Yeah, people don't understand how important it is. So many people think that you get it done in the gym, and in reality, yeah, you gain strength, you can build muscle, but in order to really change your body, it always comes back to the nutrition part of it, which is the harder part. But it's the discipline that you had, for sure, to make sure that you were focused and you were consistent. You saw the result. How long did it take to get from day one until that other picture in that side by side?
Yeah, those pictures are about 6 months apart, which, went fast. Oh man, 6 months seems long, but in that process, it's not like you go from, day one to the 6-month mark. It's, you have progress along the way, and it just drives you. And the next thing you know, like you said, if you're consistent, 2 months go by, 3 months go by. I felt it hit really, a point where I was as light as I wanted to be, and I started to look, muscular like I wanted to look.
Yeah. Before you came on, physically, how did you feel? How did you feel about yourself?
I do a lot of coaching, so I think I always feel younger than I look. So I guess in my mind, I felt fairly, good as far as being in shape. And what it's important to probably understand is, like, the pictures don't lie. When I took that first picture in January, you asked me my mindset then, and it would have been, I feel pretty good. I feel healthy. I feel like I look good and kind of thing. But once I looked at the picture, that was hard for me, as analyzing it and realizing that, I was nowhere near physically what I wanted to look like.
Pictures tell 1,000 words.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about photos is, we look at ourselves every day, and we don't see the subtle changes. Once you're on the program and you take a 30-day increment and you put them together, you can really tell a lot. You can tell a lot that you didn't see from your initial picture, and you can see a lot that you didn't see from your 30-day or 60-day or 90-day photo. I call it is when the magic happens. Sometimes those first photos are hard, but I'm so thankful that we have our clients do that, because in 90 days, if they follow the process, then, they've got something to look back and say, you know what, I conquered this. I put the work in.
Right.
That's the most gratifying thing that Allie and I get out of this whole business is to see people that can succeed in this area of their life, and it gives them a self-esteem that they might not have had in order to go and succeed in other areas of their life that maybe at one time they never thought that they could do. What do you feel was unique about us, and what do you feel helped you the most?
You were down to earth, and I think that helped me as we started to do things and talk weekly. When you don't feel like a number and you feel like you're actually talking to somebody that one cares, it's not, again, just invested in cashing a check and getting your money and telling you something that you could learn on your own and that kind of thing. I think that made a big difference. So to me, it was just the ability to not only trust what you guys were telling me, but just to, to feel like I was talking to somebody, a new friend that I had met and was willing to help. And then really that kind of ties in. So, for your future clients to know that once we got to a certain point, you were the first one to kind of say, if you feel like you're at a good place and you don't need the company anymore, then, we're good. And not only, did I make that decision and kind of, go off of that, but, I guess case in point, now we're still talking after, several months of that. So that just solidifies the fact that, you're not a company that's just out to make money. You're a company that's out to help people, and not just to cut them off when the money's not coming in, kind of thing. And that's, I don't know, to me, it means a lot.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that greatly. And number one, we knew you had the discipline, and we knew that you had a goal, and we knew that we're going to reach the goal. We knew that. We didn't know how long it was going to take, but we knew that it wasn't going to be a great deal of time. And when that time came, we knew that we had taught you everything that you needed to know in order to live this lifestyle and know what to eat, that, our job was done, to be perfectly honest. As soon as we have a client that has gotten to that point, we want them to feel like that they can go on their own. We had just gotten to that point with you, and now you're back to tons of calories.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that.
And gonna, pursue another level. You're gonna build muscle, and then probably you'll cut down again at some point whenever you get ready. You're definitely always going to be on our posters, always on the front page for sure. And we hope that you're proud of what you've done.
Absolutely.